For more anatomy-related videos, please subscribe to my channel, Learn with Dr. Tanya Hashik.
Hello everyone, in this video we will be discussing about aorta. Aorta, it is the great vessel which carry oxygenated blood to the whole body. So, in the thorax, we can study aorta at three levels, that is the ascending aorta, the arch of aorta and also the descending aorta. So, the three branches of the arch of aorta are the brachiocephalic artery, the left common carotid artery and also the left subclavian artery. And the brachiocephalic artery, it again is divided into right subclavian artery and also right common carotid artery. So, first we will discuss about the ascending aorta. So, here I have drawn three pictures. These are the transverse section of thoracic cavity at various levels, so that you can get an idea regarding the relations of aorta at various levels. So, in the first picture, I have drawn the transverse section of thorax passing through the fifth thoracic vertebra, and here it is the thoracic section passing through the fourth thoracic vertebra, and this is the thoracic section passing through the third thoracic vertebra. So, you will get an idea regarding the relations of aorta at various levels. First, we will discuss about the ascending aorta. So, we all know that it arises from the upper end of the left ventricle and then it moves upwards. It is about 5 cm in long and it is enclosed within the pericardium. So, when you say the exact location of the beginning of the ascending aorta, we can say that it begins behind the left half of the sternum at the lower border of the third costal cartilage, and then it moves upwards, forwards and to the right, and then it becomes continuous with the arch of aorta. So, this is the course of the ascending aorta. That is, it starts behind the left half of the sternum, then it moves upwards, forwards and to the right and becomes continuous with the arch of aorta. And at the root of the ascending aorta, there are three sinuses, that is the anterior aortic sinus, the left posterior aortic sinus and also left anterior aortic sinus. From the anterior aortic sinus arises the right coronary artery, and from the left posterior aortic sinus arises the left coronary artery. So now we will discuss the relations of the ascending aorta. In this figure you can see most of the relations, but some of it cannot be explained by means of this figure. So first, this is the ascending aorta and this is the descending aorta. Here you cannot see the arch of aorta as it is a transverse section passing through the fifth thoracic vertebra. So anteriorly it is related to the sternum, right lung and also right pleura, and also infundibulum of right ventricle, right auricle and also root of the pulmonary trunk. That you cannot see that also. And posteriorly it is related to the transverse sinus of pericardium. You cannot see that. Left atrium, right pulmonary artery, this is the pulmonary trunk and this is the right pulmonary artery and also the right bronchus. So posteriorly it is related to the transverse sinus, left atrium, right pulmonary artery and also right bronchus. And in the right side it is related to the superior vena cava and also right atrium. You cannot see that. And in the left it is related to the pulmonary trunk above and also left atrium below. So these are the relations. And the branches of the ascending aorta, they are the anterior aortic sinus, from which arises the right coronary artery, and also from the left posterior aortic sinus arises the left coronary artery. Next is the arch of aorta. It is the continuation of the ascending aorta, and it is located in the superior mediastinum. That is, the mediastinal space is divided into inferior and also superior mediastinum, and the inferior mediastinum again divided into anterior, middle and posterior, and above it is the superior mediastinum. So the arch of aorta, it is located in the superior mediastinal space. Now we will discuss the course of the arch of aorta. Arch of aorta, it begins at the upper border of the right second sternocostal joint. Then it moves upwards, backwards and to the left of the bifurcation of trachea. Then it moves downwards behind the left bronchus and on the left side of the body of the fourth thoracic vertebra. Thus it arches the root of the left lungs. So it ends at the lower end of the body of the fourth thoracic vertebra. So it ends at the level of the lower border of the body of fourth thoracic vertebra. So now we will discuss the relations of the arch of aorta. In this figure, it is a transverse section in such a way that it is passing through the fourth thoracic vertebra. So this is the arch of aorta. So anteriorly to the left, it is related to the four nerves. You can only see the two nerves in this figure, that is the left phrenic and also left vagus, and also the lower cervical cardiac branch of the left vagus, and also superior cervical cardiac branch of the sympathetic chain, and also left lung and also the left pleura and also remains of the thymus. So that can be seen anteriorly, and below it, that is inferior to the arch of aorta, you can see the bifurcation of the pulmonary trunk, left bronchus, that is it arches over the root of the left bronchus. We have already discussed that. And also ligamentum arteriosum, where there is a superficial cardiac plexus, and also left recurrent laryngeal nerve. That can also be seen below the arch of aorta. And next is the branches of the arch of aorta. The three branches of arch of aorta are the brachiocephalic artery, which again divides into right subclavian artery and also right common carotid. And next is the left common carotid and also left subclavian artery. These are the branches of the arch of aorta. Now we will discuss about the descending aorta. Descending aorta, it is a continuation of the arch of aorta, and it begins at the left side of the lower border of the fourth thoracic vertebra, and when it descends downwards, there is an inclination to the right side, and it terminates at the lower border of the 12th thoracic vertebra. Now we will discuss about the relations of the descending aorta. Anteriorly, it is related to the root of left lung and also pericardium and heart. And in the lower part, it is related to esophagus and also diaphragm. In this figure, you cannot see that. Posteriorly, it is related to vertebral column and also hemiazygous vein. And to the right, it is related to azygous vein, esophagus, right lung and also right pleura, and also the thoracic duct. And to the left, there is left lung and also left pleura. So now we will discuss the branches of the descending aorta. There are so many branches, it is difficult to remember. They are the 9 posterior intercostal arteries, the subcostal artery on each side, 2 left bronchial arteries and also right bronchial arteries, esophageal branches, pericardial branches, mediastinal branches, superior phrenic arteries. So these are the branches of the descending aorta. So this is the end of today's class.
This is the end of today's video. For more videos, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon.